YouTube and on live like this, maybe the next month, because I have many things to work on right now and I'm busy because of many other matters, but stay tuned and you can follow my channels because you will see much more. I don't review all other good job I shared. As you know, it's insane. Almost all the chart I shared last week were pretty accurate. We made a lot of gain, everyone who followed me. So that's pretty cool, and I hope to keep this success rate over the long term. That's what I'm doing since many years now, so I have no problem with it. You have to be patient. Don't FOMO and don't panic, play level by level and everything is good. So please up and just tap on the chat if you are okay. And then we can start as always. Confirm if you can see my screen, if you can hear me loudly, and I'm good to start. So Bitcoin, it's pretty hard. I see a lot of traders being trapped on long and or on short position. This is a very bad period for most of people, but I don't care. We can trade all the time. The market is here tomorrow. It will be here today. It will be here the next month. So we don't care. We have to keep this market, to keep watching on this market because as I said, we cannot predict each move, but we can anticipate most of moves. So yes, it's okay, so perfect. So let's go with Bitcoin. First I will zoom on the monthly level because this is a weekly outlook, so we have to zoom on the bigger pictures. I will delete all my components yet, and I will restart to explain you my outlook. So this is the monthly view. I set Ishimoku, okay, on the monthly. What we can see is that we are still bullish on the monthly basis, so this is still good. Okay, this area that was perfect because I expected a dump to be C. If you remember, I called for the dump around 105k. Okay, and I think that the correction is probably not over, but we have to be very careful on the short term because there is still a monthly support. Currently, yeah, this is pretty tricky because if you look at the lagging span, there is a big, yeah, as you can see, you have almost 13 months here, and it's still, there is still a big gap here. So it means that there is no strong support for the lagging span. So a correction, a bearish correction could be C from this zone, but of course we'll see that, you will see that there is a lot of weekly and monthly support, so it won't happen, but you should keep in mind that there is still a gap open for a bearish correction. You have a huge support area, yeah, this is exactly here, so that's why I expect, I still expect a dump to test this huge level, as you can see here. Okay, and here also, it's also the open drive candle on the monthly basis. So this is a very strong support area, and this was a strong resistance area also in the past. Okay, so the 71, let's say 70 and 72k. Okay, so I set the K level for now on the monthly to show you up, let's say, yeah, like this. So this will be, let's say, in red. Okay, so red will be monthly levels. Yeah, but you have this one, of course, but it's very far, so for now we don't care about it. You have also the lagging span still climbing upward, so this is a very good sign for the bulls for now. So that's why it's taking time. You see that I called for a correction, but it took many weeks to be seen. So during this period, you have a lot of liquidation. We saw a billion of liquidation in both sides, so this is very insane. So you should understand that it's not because I call for a correction downward that it will happen in 1 day. When you are a bullish market on the higher time frames, but you can see that the main resistances, main supports are still hard. They are hard to be break. So that's why price keep moving slowly. Despite a correction, it can last many more weeks. So we have to be very careful about that. And as you can see, now I'm zooming on the weekly basis. So we can still clearly see that prices remain above the main uptrend. Okay, I will move on the daily to adjust it maybe to be more accurate. As you can see, up. Okay, yeah, it's a bit more accurate, and you can see that, yeah, if you see clearly, if you see my lines, the precedent dumped, prices reacted exactly on the main uptrend daily. So it was also a huge support. I will show you. I didn't saw that. I just discovered it right now because I don't often watch. I don't often trade weekly trend because I have other strategy. But when I see that, you can clearly see this is not a point to be shorted yet. Okay, so on the weekly it corresponds exactly, yeah, because you see that this level here, the SSB on the weekly. So that's why I close my short position in profit, because you had two main support here also. It also corresponds to the uptrend daily, weekly, but the lagging span, if you look on the weekly, is still above the prices. So bulls are still stronger than bears at these levels. What to say? You have big support at 78, as I explained in the past, 78, 79. Currently, it's still holding. Okay, but I think that the correction on this trend could be break, and we will see why. So currently, the price remains very neutral on the weekly. So I will sum up after I draw all the line and after I explain you my technique, my trading skills. Okay. So currently bulls are still in place on the weekly basis. It's still 3 weeks ago we had a very bad bearish candle closed. We could have expected more them to be seen and a trend breakout, but as you can see with Ishimoku and the lagging span, if you trade on the medium term, you always have to wait for a candle confirmation, and here the breakout has been invalidated. So that's why you should be very careful when you trade on the weekly basis, and always wait for candle invalidation or candle validation to confirm and infirm a breakout. Currently, on the weekly basis, we have, yeah, this level. I think it's a 45k, which must be break. So a scenario that could be possible for me is a test here of the Kijun, Kijun, yes. And if prices remain flat and if we consolidate below this level, I think that we will see a bearish correction. This area here between the 33k, the 93k, sorry, and the 84k will be a bullish area in my opinion. If we can see a weekly close above the 85, then prices will surely keep increasing because of the monthly and weekly bullish trend. And you have another major level around 93, 92. So I define the most important level, and we will see and make it more accurate by decreasing the time frame. So I move now on the daily. So I know that as long as Bitcoin price is stuck below this level, I think there is more chance to see a bearish rejection. You have also this downtrend, okay? So I said that I expect, I don't know, no one can know what will happen. If tomorrow there is a big bullish news for Bitcoin, you can easily see a breakout of this level, okay? But if you want to play safe, you have to wait for a weekly candle close, in my opinion. Because on the daily, as you can see, you have always fake pump, fake dump since many days now, because prices is still ranging. So this is my bearish area, okay? You have also to monitor this downtrend on the daily. It will also act as big resistance. So if this level is break, if the 85 level is break, then we could see a test of this resistance. It will also be a K level to be break, and it could act as invalidation point also, because if whales and if the market want to grab liquidity on the upper side before to take a short squeeze, long squeeze, sorry, it could be a big area to watch on the 90 and the 89k. So yeah, it will also be a very important level. And if you zoom on the H4, yeah, look at the accuracy of this. As you can see here, each time prices touched the 90k, 90.5k level, each time it pumped, it reacted very strongly. And as you can see, yeah, for me it makes sense to retest, to grab liquidity here. It's also a possibility because Bitcoin is still holding and we are not sure. So it's possible. It's very hard to predict the short-term move, but you know my accuracy, I have more than 80 or sometimes 90% accuracy on the more likely long-term vision. By long-term, I'm saying maybe 3-4 months. So yeah, and on the midterm outlook here, it's very tricky because we are very neutral, and you know the Bitcoin price is fluctuate mainly because of news, especially regarding the Trump administration with tariff news, the PPI, the CPI, the Fed. There is many things to be taken into account. Also regarding the fact that NVDA and the chips with the China and which are the main competitor for the AI course with the States, United States. So yeah, this could affect the market very badly. So yeah, it's also the Kijun, yeah, the 88 and the 91k will be a very strong resistance area. So if there is a pump here, I will not FOMO because you know I can say with 90% of people, if they are seeing a green candle here, they will all being trapped because I doubt that Bitcoin price will break above this level very shortly. So there is no reason for it to break this. See, since November of the last years until the 25 February of this year, this zone acted as K support. So you can clearly see that if this level is going to be touched, we will mainly see a big bearish rejection. Okay. So to sum up right now, this level 85 78, let's say 78, very neutral, okay? So prices could move for a while inside this zone, okay? If you zoom on the daily basis, yeah, it's also very neutral because you are between the Kijun and Tenkan, okay? But we are still more likely bearish on the daily, neutral on the weekly, and bullish on the monthly. So each time frame is saying something different. So that's why many people are losing money, because you can clearly see that there is no direction on the weekly outlook. There is clearly no direction, and that's why each time you see pump, dump, and each news are affecting the market badly. So when you have bullish news in bull market, what you can see is a bullish candle, breakout, a retracement, and then at the retracement and retest, you see another wave up. So here, even with bullish news, see what happened. Bullish news because Trump speaked, and then boom, big breakout. So this is why you have to be very careful with this market. So neutral area here. Okay, I moved on the H4 basis. Is everything okay on my lines? Yeah, perfect. You can comment if you don't understand, because I'm explaining maybe fastly. So if nothing is, if you don't understand, please comment. So I will move on. Yeah, also on the H4, if you take a long position here or short position, you can see that there is also very no direction. Okay, because we are very neutral. H4 prices, we are inside the cloud. So as long as prices is moving into the Kumo between the 81k, let's say, and the 85, there is everything can happen. So here or here. So that's why I avoid trading Bitcoin. I'm moving on altcoin, because when Bitcoin price is hanging for many times, moving for many times inside the neutral zone, altcoin that dumped earlier and that are consolidating on support zone can show breakout signals and start to recover. And that's why it's much more easier to trade on altcoin and top gainers pairs, because liquidities are increasing and volume also onto them. Okay. If we look at now the pattern, because each time, if you want to increase your accuracy, you have to look also at the pattern. I love to zoom on the bigger pictures always. Okay, I define all important level. So if you want now to trade it, what can be the possible next move? Okay, so I use H4 daily, weekly, and monthly basis. Okay, I don't do it every time for each altcoin, of course, because when you trade on the daily basis on altcoin, if I open a 10 leverage, I will not keep it on the monthly outlook. There is it makes no sense. So on the altcoin markets, when I trade, I use the more likely daily H4, H1, and 15 minutes to adjust my entries. Okay. Yeah, currently, what I can see, if we draw the trend line, so this is pretty easy. You can clearly see that you have a kind of triangle pattern. Yeah, ascending wedge right there. Okay, so this is the neutral zone in yellow. Okay, I will delete the colors. Okay, so you have the neutral area here in orange. Here, this is the potential zone of pump I showed you earlier. So if Bitcoin price made an H1, yeah, because it will work also on the H1, you can clearly see that the lagging span here, full up and down, full up and down. There is no price direction, as I said. Yeah, I don't think this is a valid trend here. Maybe this one, yeah, okay. So it can be an ascending accumulation channel, or it can be a wedge. So this is very tricky. it looks like we are printing a lower high each time currently here, from here and here. So lower low, lower high, higher low, I don't know, higher low, lower high, I never know. But you can see that, I think it's higher low, yeah. And here, so if prices, in my opinion, keep consolidating above the 82k, and if it can stay above this kind of trend here, it can break out. Yeah, it can break out this main level. And if because it will correspond to the middle of the range, as this is exactly the 50% fib of the range. Why, if you look at the fib level also, yeah, this is a golden pocket. Okay, higher golden pocket level, and from this low, this is a 50% fib also from this low. Okay, but this is a golden pocket from the high to the low, so this is a very big level. And here you have the 50% fib at 81, around 81, 80.5. So this area will also act as big support zone. So you see that even if you zoom on the lower time frames, you also have big support to be break. So if you trade the short term, you can be trapped because if you look at the higher time frames and if you trade on the short terms, it won't work because prices can fluctuate very strongly, with a very big volatility on short terms level also. So currently, yeah, what can I say is that you have to wait. Yeah, I think the 85k will be the main level. So currently, I won't trade as long as we are inside this zone. I think it's no sense to trade Bitcoin. What you can do is to it's not a financial advice. I'm not a professional trader. I teach you what I learned from years. So I'm not responsible of your losses. You can lose in trading very easily. So be aware of it, and you have to be sure of what you are doing before take any position from what I'm sharing, okay? So what you can do is to monitor this trend level on this 82k. Maybe take a long position here and try to catch a breakout of the 85k level. So as you can see here, the lagging span remains pretty flat at this top, so it means that this is a big level, and I showed you a few minutes ago why this is a big level. And in my opinion, yeah, an H1 candle close above this level will surely lead to a retest of the 90 or 89. So if Bitcoin consolidate above this high, there is great chance to see a bullish continuation upward, and also to see altcoin start to pump. So see, this is very important. So if you see Bitcoin breaking above 85, I can be pretty sure that we will see a lot of liquidities increase on altcoin market, because whales when you have money inflow into Bitcoin, if Bitcoin pump, it will also reflect on altcoin, you know. So this is a very good point to have this outlook. I will set an alert also. It can help me in the future because I don't look each time at Bitcoin. Up 84, 84.8 and 85k, and as long as it's inside, yeah, this area, there is nothing to do except for me taking position on altcoin. 15 minutes, it's pretty similar. You can clearly see that this is a bullish structure also on the 15 minutes. Yeah, okay. Yeah, on the H4 you have a big support forming. It's a bullish consolidation on the H4 above 82.6 because you consolidate above the flat Kijun. So as long as price consolidate here, for me, it can be a bullish consolidation, just judging by the H4 timeframes. So for now, I think, yeah, the next days we could see a stronger bullish consolidation, but during the week we could see a new low. So this is very important because we have to define short-term, mid-term, and long-term outlook to be successful in trading. So yeah, so to sum up, I hope it's helpful for you. To sum up, what you have to monitor is, in my opinion, we can also see this scenario, I don't know, but judging by my lines, there is more chance to see a bearish breakout because of the monthly and weekly I showed you. So to sum up, what are the very important levels? Hope you have to monitor the downtrend here, daily H4. Okay, so draw it, it's very easily, everyone can do it, and everyone can also see it. You have to monitor the weekly uptrend line, okay, because it acted many times and it pushed prices upward many times each time we touched it for now, okay. You have to monitor on the short-term outlook the 82K support, the 80.5, let's say 80.5, which is a 50% fib. Here you have also the 80K, but I don't think it's a big support. And lower you have the 78 and 77K, okay, to be monitored. So currently I'm bullish for the coming hours. I think that as long as we consolidate here, we can pump. Main resistances, we said 90 and 89 as main resistances above. So for now, I don't care about the upper resistances. What I'm caring is these levels, because I know that if Bitcoin break above, the pump could be even more bigger, could be big, because this is the main upper resistance. And as support, so we define it 70K, 71 as lower support, in my opinion. This scenario will be valid if we can make a weekly candle close below 80, I think, because it will close below the main uptrend and below this flat Kijun, okay? And you have the lagging span, which has not retested yet the Tenkan Kijun area on the weekly, and prices as support, okay? And what I can say more, yeah, monitor, yeah, this level, the 85 as upper resistances, as we see, and this level, yeah, this will be for me the main level, because if I'm right, if today or if tomorrow we consolidate here and we pump here, the price reaction at this resistance area will probably define the next big move, okay? So if you see a big daily candle price and the daily candle close above 95, in my opinion, then you can FOMO, you could FOMO in, because such a daily candle close would probably confirm that there is a big bullish news and big bullish breakout. But for now, there is very low chance to see it. And in my opinion, yeah, so my main scenario will be something like this. For a safe bull run, in my opinion, as long as prices remain stuck, yeah, let's say below 94 at maximum, below 90, for me there is more chance to see the 71K area. Even lower, I don't know yet, but for me, yeah, this is my main scenario. Despite the fact that we are still bullish on the monthly, I can have wrong, but I can also have right. So for now, yeah, I will play this scenario and I will cut in losses and be very careful for shorters if we break above this main downtrend. Okay, another scenario that could play, as I explained, if we keep consolidate above the trend, then a bullish breakout here could be very, very big and could easily lead to an ATH retest, okay? If we can reintegrate this level. So that's it for me. So be careful with your trading because of this neutral area. Trading Bitcoin can be very tricky, as you can see. Hop, this level, I don't know. So I move on altcoin that I can easily trade. So is that okay for you? Yeah, I'm fine, Sabir, thank you. I'm tired, but I'm fine. I have many things to manage because I'm working alone now on every things for you, on every stuff, my trading groups, and all the chat I'm doing. So, but I'm fine, I'm okay, thank you. I hope it's helpful for you, this view. I will work on more insight like this for Bitcoin, especially on the monthly. If you are okay, I can do, if you want, I can do this every Monday, every week to give you a market outlook. I don't think it will move much this week, as you can see. Until April, it can range until April, until mid-April. But the next big move will probably happen around that time, around the beginning of April. So then the next weekly outlook will be much more interesting because today we are neutral, so it's not a lot interesting, but I think you can learn from what I'm saying. We can learn every day, even in bad market condition, so this is not a problem. This is maybe boring because also for me, I have less, maybe not less client, but I can see that people are very scared to trade, and it means that there is less liquidity on the market also, and on crypto boys are also losing, I think, because this is a very tricky period. I'm not losing. We made a very good week last week with I think it was 13 out of 13 green trade out of 15, so that was very good, and my community also enjoyed to see it. That's why I must be very careful on my trading lines and double check, because you know, if I'm here for many years, it's because of confidence, I think, only. And that's it. So I will show you one very good pick, one very good trade that I want to share you. I think it's ENA. If you look at the ENA USDT chart, in my opinion, there is a very good spot bet to be taken. Maybe 20 or more, 20 or 30% of pump, maybe more if Bitcoin can get stabilized. Yeah, I will work on Shido and Trias later if you want. Shido price, I'm very bullish for Shido, but the fact is currently now they have a lot of liquidity token inflation, because I think they are printing a lot of token regarding the bad token economics, despite the fact that it's a very good project. It's a very good project. Price keep dumping because of it, but once they will solve the problem, once liquidity will be much more clean, I think price will explode at least 10x. So it's better to accumulate and not to look at the short-term price on Shido. So let's move on ENA and why I think it bottomed quickly. Okay, you can see the monthly. Yeah, on the weekly outlook, you can see that the lagging span right there bottomed exactly. It closed exactly. Ishimoku accuracy is totally absurd. It closed exactly at the weekly Tenkan retest here, as you can see. So it's not give you a 100% chance of success, but it can give you a short-term, mid-term, or long-term bottom. So I know that this level will surely act as a bullish zone. When you zoom on the daily, you have also a kind of double bottom forming right there. Okay, we'll review it more in detail on the H4 view. You have a clean bullish divergence also on the RSI. Okay, if you look at the RSI, So here, Shimoku, yeah, you have a bull divergence on the RSI, sorry, in English. You have also, if you look at the H4, in my opinion, yeah, it can be a bullish ascending triangle. It's still neutral. It's exactly like Bitcoin, you see. It's not in the cloud, but now it's above the Kijun and consolidating above the Tenkan. Lagging span, very neutral because she is locked inside the prices. It's not necessarily a bad sign. You can be neutral and it can be a bullish accumulation phase if you define it. Here I see a kind of double bottom on the weekly, on the H4 view. Yeah, double bottom at this zone also. And I can see a bullish ascending triangle also if you look at the H1 view. Hop. Ascending triangle. So it can be a pattern like this. You can comment if I'm saying bullshit. I don't think so. But you can have a totally different vision. So I see something like this. I took entry around 0.368. It can be a good entry, it can not be, but I'm not scared and I will not panic right now. So as prices is neutral, the best is to wait maybe for a lower entry. So we can do this here. It's not a huge volume right there, so that's cool. I will monitor this third triangle test, and I think if prices can break above the 0.38 on the H1 basis, then we could see a big pump. And I think whole thing, this pumped, yeah, because we have to monitor the trend also. As you can see, if you look at the daily, so there is still a big downtrend, huge downtrend since many months now, since 3 months, yeah, almost 3 months. So it can be a little pump here, but if you zoom, yeah, you can see that you have still a room open for a pump. Yeah, it corresponds exactly to the top of this zone. Yeah, 0.40, 0.42, okay, for the medium term, short term, so maybe few days here. So in my opinion, in few days, I think that ENA, if it hold above the 0.33, let's say, if it consolidate and hold above this support, there is a good trade to be taken. Yeah, 10%, 15% maximum for the medium term. Medium term is for me here few days. Yeah, it's maybe short term, medium term as you want, because we don't have the same vision depending of the time frame you use. But yeah, during the coming days, I think that ENA is going to break out, especially if Bitcoin hold above this level. So it's good to see it, that you have a month, a week's room open for consolidation phase. So you know that if ENA keep moving here, you know that there is no reason for it to see a breakout downward, especially if Bitcoin hold. Okay, so of course, if Bitcoin nuke because of bad news, it could badly impact ENA, but we are not aware of news, bullish news or bad news. So we trade what we see. What we can't anticipate, what we don't know, especially black swan event or news, bad news, bullish news. If Trump decide to talk tomorrow, if Putin decide to talk tomorrow, it can badly or goodly in fact impact the market. We don't know. We trade, we success. We trade, we fail. But what I can say is 90% of case, 80% of case now I'm accurate. So I have a winning strategy, so I keep it, and that's it. You can even have the best trader in the world. You can lose a lot of money because of Trump's speech. That's a fact. And if a trader tell you that he has 100% of win rate, you can just leave it and ban him, block him, because it's totally false. No one can have such accuracy. Otherwise, he don't need to show you what he can do, because you are giving him money by following him, you know. Okay, so ENA, yeah, you have also this support zone that can be retested, but for now it's okay. Support are holding nicely, and if I'm right, yeah, so this is a trend that I love to share you. And if you look at the weekly, as long as this level hold on the weekly, then there is chances to see a big correction upward. Not many people are able to see it, but look at this level also. I know with a certain accuracy that the SSA level of Ishimoku, when you are, because you see the weekly view here on ENA, the lagging span bottom, okay, but look at the Kijun and Tenkan. They are very far from the prices. So it means from what I learned, from what I know, from my experience, that this is a strong area, potential area to see a big bullish reaction. It can take maybe 1-2 weeks more, but this will be a very big support. Okay. So if I'm right, this zone will act as bullish support, and you have a potential room for a correction toward the main key resistance that you will encounter on ENA is around 0.485. Okay, I will adjust it on the up daily. So on the daily, currently this is pretty cool, because when you look at the daily, you have also a room open for a pump. Lagging span is still below prices, but I don't care now that I have short-term reversal signs. You have also here the SSA on the daily. So hope this resistance area will be the next big things to look at. So in my opinion, yeah, there is a room open for a pump here toward 0.41, let's say maximum. It's a 10%, maybe it will success with times. And if ENA can consolidate above and break above here, I have almost no doubt that it will fly toward 0.48 next. Okay. So yeah, this is for me a bullish consolidation, and you can see also the pattern. Tell me if I'm wrong, because everyone has different crypto trading vision. So maybe I'm wrong, maybe it's not an ascending triangle, but it looks like, for me, it looks clearly like something like this. Up. So I'm in position, I'm betting some money, I'm confident, I don't care about 1 or 2% price action. I will cut my position if there is an H4 candle close below, yeah, let's say below 0.35. So I have still time. So 4%. I won't say stop loss, because you know this market, you can see a fake dump. For me, I don't work with stop loss. I work with invalidation with Ishimoku. It's much safer. You can avoid a lot of fake move, and you can stay in position, in a win position, for much more time, and it avoid you to close bad position. Okay, so for me, the invalidation point, if you have a low leverage, of course, because if you have a 20 leverage, it won't work. You will be at minus 80%, and if you cannot handle it, it will be pretty bad. Yeah, invalidation point will be H4 candle close below 0.35, and I will cut my position. On the H1 view, yeah, this is the main support. You have also a big support. You can monitor the triangle test, but of course we can also see a fake triangle breakout done. It happened exactly, if you remember my chart yesterday or 2 days ago, I drew it was Ethereum chart, I think. I called for this dump to happen, this pattern to BC, because I knew that there was big chance of rejection here, and it happened exactly. This was the bottom, it was a fake dump, then we moved above. So I think it was a scenario I shared 2 days ago that was a pretty good one. All target achieved in long and in short. You can follow my lines. Let me share you my link tree. So you can follow me here, Linktree CryptoJobs. Let me share on YouTube. You have 3 trading groups, trading channel, trading up, and hope. I have a free Telegram groups with chat analyses, and a free up same crypto channel where I share, inside which I share my daily content in trading. So this is pretty cool, and the accuracy is pretty huge. So feel free to follow my lines, and I will share my monthly, weekly outlook on Bitcoin on my page. Thank you for your time, thank you for following, and see you later. And once again, I hope you learn from my lines. I know it's a boring market phase because Bitcoin is not moving and altcoins are maybe red, but please spare some funds and invest in long term in altcoin in which you are confident, because it's especially when the market is red, when the team is working on the product, then you have the most bullish news dropping when the market recovering, because when you have a good team and a good marketing project on the project, they are working hard and they drop the news when the market is recovering, especially because it's a tool, it's a very big point to gain more interaction and increase the price. So yeah, invest in long term, please. Keep a small bag for trading and invest 80% in the long term basis. If your altcoin is dropping in prices, please don't panic, don't sell, do DCA, so increase your position. And of course, you have to review it each month, maybe each weeks if you have big amount. And if the project is turning bad, you can exit and switch. This is the best advice I can give you. I could have been multimillionaire years ago because I started on Binance in 2017. I had millions of tokens on Binance. And today I could have made 400 millions, I think, with my BNB token, for example. I had more than 20k BNB at few cents. But now I'm still okay, I'm earning money in that way. But I don't regret because I learned a lot. But don't do the same mistakes, please. Everyone could be rich if you invest in long term and focus on strong fundamentals. So yeah, do it, please. Don't lose your money in trading if you don't have skills, because leverage are totally... It's a gambling, sorry to say, it's a gambling. And whales are taking your money on your back. So that's it. Yeah. Thank you for your time, and see you. Bye. Thanks.